They get it to Fisher. He scores! Scores! And the buzzer. It'll have to be reviewed.
It's really, when I get asked about it, when fans, for so long, fans of it is that iconic moment, even though for me, I have mixed emotions about it because we didn't win the title that year. So for a long time, it reminded me of a down year, if that makes sense, because we lost in the finals to the Pistons. So I'm like, I don't want to be reminded of that shit, bro. Like, I do not want to remember 2004, but you can't escape the moment. Yeah, the play wasn't designed for me. And if you're on a team with Kobe and Shaq, the play is not for you. And I always give Gary Payton a ton of credit because he was taking the ball out, and most guys will force it to the superstars in that situation because they don't want to be the one that has to explain why you try to throw it to this dude as opposed to try to throw it to Kobe or Shaq. So I always give GP major love for making like what was the right basketball decision. It ended up working out, but a lot of dudes would have forced that ball to Kobe or Shaq.
To Kobe or Shaq, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think we were shocked, because it was a super low scoring game. We were ahead by double digits at one point in a really low scoring game. So we didn't really anticipate all of a sudden finding ourselves down by 1 point with less than 1 second left. So there was a little bit of shock, but it was the Spurs, tied up 2-2 on their home floor. If you lose game 5 by 1, it sucks. And we had it, but we had seen a lot by then. So we would have probably just come back to LA and mopped them up and then had to go back to San Antonio for game 7. It is what it is. But the huddle was pretty calm. I think for me, just walking out there on the court at that time, you just never know, man. So for me, just keeping my mind on where the clock is. When GP threw the ball, I knew I couldn't catch the ball behind me and then try to bring it in front of me. Time is over at that point. So almost like a football play where you have to let the ball go by you and catch it here. It was kind of that same thought of the ball's coming from this way. So I let it get past my body so that I could catch it here and just go all up in one motion. The clock operator was behind the play. So the clock operator couldn't start the clock until you definitely see the ball has been touched. So then that also buys you another 0.1 seconds. So it's just a lot of little things that...
Well, it didn't count. No, I'm joking.
It counted.
Sorry, I had to.
What a, just unbelievable.